repeaters, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm using dual repeaters.
Okay.
We're
Yeah,
live.
I don't add flat
Alright.
damage, but I add my thing to mark. So this would honestly be, yeah, I think this would be good on me.
Okay.
Yeah, as a trinket. Yep.
I don't know about you. I had no problem. I never got hit. I had no problem.
Yeah, me neither.
Ugh, I got poisoned. No, it's not fun.
Coolfire got bullied the whole fight, but
Yeah, yeah,
everyone else is fine.
yeah. That
He took one
poison.
for the team.
That poison was. Yeah.
Seems to only attack me.
I didn't hear no bell. I
If anybody
I'm
wants to have
good.
secret conversations, that I won't heal her. I'm totally paying attention by being first watch. I got that. -2+. It's just
Oh,
a
no.
fat roll.
If nobody is against it, I would like to get the Geodrome shard.
What does that one do?
+1 on passive perception.
Oh yeah, that. Yeah,
Oh,
that's fine.
yeah.
Okay, now I have a 19. Good.
If you take a material, take it out of party resources and put it in your inventory.
Yeah. I guess.
Where is the party resources thing?
Under handouts.
Handouts. There we go. Oh, there we go.
I guess somebody who's more frontliner could take the Velocidrome one. Would you mind if I take the Gendrome shard? I believe.
Do I delete it?
That's the Thunder Wave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see 5 materials on the party resources.
Oh, it's been up. Okay, 4 now. Oh wait, I forget. I'm taking the pail. Or great baggy.
Okay.
Shard update.
Okay. I guess I will take the Gendrome shard. And I think I pocketed the scale, so. Okay, how do I save?
Yeah.
There we go.
I would not be opposed to the Velocidrome shard unless somebody else has better need for it.
Yeah, I mean you or Azdoc doesn't really matter.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You just bonk. Bonk, bonk.
Make him
Spider-Man.
throw.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like I keep telling him, just throw them.
Oh no, please no. But oh yeah, are you just giving the morning guys or just doing roleplay?
I mean, I got no, like I'm fine just skipping the morning.
Right, Sentry should be up early, but he's a bad guard, so
Urban
he's
probably
not up
fell
yet.
asleep halfway through his night.
He doesn't notice everybody else getting up.
D20? Two. Really hit that.
No, she's not. Mm. So she's going to. I mean, I feel like she barely slept. Like she rested, but not. She was uncomfortable the whole time. Yeah, and she's going to look around and say, "Fuck, I'm still here." Um, she's going to get up and we're in a forest, right?
We're in a cave in a.
Oh, yeah, where the cave is. Yeah, that's what I'm. Um, is the cave very deep, or is it just like a hole in a wall? Mm. Uh, she will stretch a bit. Um, she's going to get on her knees and pray to the to the dragons that she gets home. And I guess the fire is out by now, so she's going to just grab her dragon. Uh, how to say this in English? Dragon fang from her necklace and just going to pray, whispering things in Draconic.
Yeah, Elliot lets out a long sigh as he has not slept much last night, sorry. Sleeping on a rocky surface and and just after an adrenaline rush from an unknown monster and its pack, he did not sleep well last night. Maybe stared at the stone wall for the last hour trying to get to sleep, or even wake up, but nothing really helped. Yeah, not the best situation that he's in, but it's gonna get up slowly as slow as he is. Check his equipment and stuff. Look around at the others, see that the Volcano Born is doing their own thing. Not really gonna bother them. As to not invoke their wrath. And literally just try to stay awake. Yeah. Not like restless. You just found it really a little bit harder to sleep.
I came for the Mondays.
Yeah. Nothing like you would have to actively do something, or waking up middle of the night or something. It's just found it a little bit harder. This is not a situation he's used to. Huh. But he's also a little surprised that nothing slaughtered us in the middle of the night. Guess that the dwarf actually did their job, keeping us safe. But he's gonna sit up, cross his legs, and stuff. Look over to Vel Carniborn. Let's yawn. Looks like we survived the night.
Yeah. That was
Also
to you,
speaking-
Val.
Yeah, that was to you, Vel.
Oh, sorry. He's gonna. Don't interrupt me.
Slowly. All right, I won't do. It just slowly backs away. Like, nope.
And next up is Arturo. Arturo, you awaken probably with this altercation here.
Yeah. Arturo, contrary to the rest of the group, was having a pretty nice sleep. You know, the cave's nice and cool. The rocks provide some nice back support. You know, it's pretty nice. Not like bitter cold or burning hot. So he has no real complaint. But he's kind of gets awakened like before he was probably gonna wake up. So he looks a bit like sluggish or like kind of just not disgruntled, but just you wake up and like you can barely open your eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just kind of slowly kind of sits up and just kind of like sniffs and wipes his nose a bit. Just kind of staring blankly in the general direction of Val and Val
Elliot?
And Elliot.
Mm-hmm.
You're finally awake.
Listen, that
And for
joke should've been
everybody,
safe.
yeah, at the bottom left of our screens, you will see people's both user and character names. They are attached to you guys, so that should help you guys a little bit.
Yeah, I just had to walk back to my PC because I'm kind of pacing around.
Oh, how dare you! But no,
Understandable.
that's fine.
Yeah.
If I didn't have a camera on me, I might, but you know.
Yeah. Arturo isn't. He's not gonna interrupt or really say anything. He's just gonna kind of sit there and get his bearings. Considering this is probably like, I'd say the first at least decent rest he's had in a while.
It has occurred to you three, and the other dwarf that's not here at the moment, that the guard who is watching you is asleep right now. Successfully, all but one of you guys have lied to the guard. So there might not be any danger to you, and he might know the way around. However, at least one of you guys have told him the utter truth, or at least admitted to crimes.
Mhm.
So there's still problems to be solved, because the guard is going to most likely want to head to the nearest town.
Do we know what the nearest town is?
Harbin would know. I don't know if you guys would. Go ahead and roll me histories, everybody. I know, except for you, Harbin, you're good. You know the next town because you were heading there.
I feel accomplished.
Wow. The
So,
it's called, how are you?
I'm too sleep deprived.
Arturo and Val, you both have heard of the town you guys were sent to. And I think, Elliot, you've heard of the name. They probably have heard stuff about it. The name is the Verdant Haven. And it's the furthest most village out in the wilds, like frontiers. It's almost completely encased in the woods with an alarm bubble of sorts around it to help protect it from random monsters and poachers and such. Honestly, it's pretty nicely diverse. Like a lot of people wanting to live on the frontier type village.
Yeah, this ain't no like Monster Frontier location, right?
Yeah, it's not actual frontier. It's like Wild West kind of frontier,
Okay, okay.
like expansion frontier.
Yeah. It's, how big about is the town? Is it like a moderate sized town or a larger one?
It's probably moderate. Like they're big enough for a guild hall, but not much bigger.
Okay.
So I still don't know the names. Who, the guard? What's the name of the guard?
Harbin?
Harbin. He's still asleep, right?
Yes, he's currently asleep still.
All right. Belle is going to stand up and pour some water on him. Said, "Wake up, you little man!"
Probably. I'm up.
You're probably used to this, Harvin. This is probably how they woke you up during training, because you probably slept through a lot of it. So to you, this is just an alarm clock. You were sleeping in because you knew somebody would pour water on you.
I'm just confused while we're in a cave. Before I remember. We should probably get back on the road then. Don't want to waste too much time.
Yeah. I'd rather be in civilization than a stale cave. As much fun as it would be, let's not be around to get mauled by any vicious monsters.
The stretch between here and our destination, is it all forest?
Shouldn't be too much farther to the next town.
Hopefully there's not too much opportunity for us to get ambushed. I would prefer to make it there in one piece.
So, Harbin, you remember that Arturo is the... No, it's not. Yeah, it is Arturo.
It is.
Is the one that admitted to the crimes and whatnot.
I would like to know that he did not stay how long his punishment was for.
Yeah, that too.
True.
He could have lived out most of it.
Yeah. Could just be on his way to get released. I wouldn't know.
We'll have to find out when we get there. So, you guys most likely for a good reason. You guys head out on the road that was not too far from the cave entrance. That's why you guys stopped there. You guys, I think you start seeing signs of travel on the road. Probably like 2 hours into walking. Like you start seeing like signs that like tracks and stuff saying that people have used these roads. So you know you're getting closer to the town.
Okay, and these roads, are they like just kind of ragtag, like beaten down grass roads, or is there some like level of like people have kind of gone through and like?
There's some level because they use monsters to transport stuff. You know, the classic Castodon and stuff pulling carts and whatnot. Any random monsters like that. So it's probably a beaten dirt path, but it's probably not any more high tech than that.
Yeah. I was just asking in case, like, basically just like how old it looks, like, kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably another 2 hours of walking. You guys see some signs, like actual road posts, pointing the village out. And other than, like, it seems like the area surrounding the village is at least peaceful. At least with the guild development. Keeping the village safe is most likely a good priority. And as you guys start to approach, I think atop the trees you see a faint almost translucent shimmer. And Harbin, you know this is the first sign that you are nearing the village.
Right. Do I notice this sign?
That's a good question. I'm gonna say yes, only because you're focused on getting there. So you're probably going through like the signs that you're getting close in your head. Like they've been beaten into your head. Like, okay, there's the road signs. I should see the translucent dome. Okay, there that is. We must be getting close. That kind of thing.
All right.
And once you notice it, I think the others start noticing it too. Like, the signs are very clear that you guys are entering civilization.
Okay.
Yeah.
How far away is this town from Dundorma, which was, I assume, our final destination?
I'm doing a completely... I just have the map here for something to look at. I'm doing a completely homebrew Monster Hunter continent. The nearest large village, like the nearest town of Dundorma's size, is most likely a month's journey away, walking. Obviously it's faster depending on mounts and such. You know that at least they were planning on the prisoners being used to help some of the smaller towns, you know, labor and whatnot. Maybe even be released out here away from civilization. You don't know the exact details, you just know you were supposed to bring them out this way.
Alright. Well, we're coming up to the town, I see.
Oh, thank the wrath alone.
Odd choice, the thing to thank, but sure.
It's been grasslands and forests for the last who knows how many days. It's nice to see civilization.
Yeah, I don't mind it. Yeah. It's no drilling when you're on traveling, you know. But once we get there, we should check in with the person in charge, whoever that may be. Whoever it is forgets me, or I forget. Then we should see about what your I don't have the documentation with me. It was on the guards that were, you know, eaten.
Yeah, whatever that monster was that devoured them, and some of the others.
But you guys probably know better than I do, or know what your sentence was.
Yeah.
So we get that all cleared up and go from there. Sound good?
Yes, sir.
Arturo just gives a kind of like a vague nod in his direction. Arturo's more occupied in just kind of taking in the scenery, I'd guess, because even if this town isn't that big, this is probably the biggest town he's been to.
I mean, is there something that should be giving you a +1 charisma saves? I don't know your character. Is that part of one of...
I think one of my armor pieces.
Okay.
I might still have it. Yeah,
I just wanted...
Great Roggy Peel.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure, that's all.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was just looking at your charisma, and I'm like, that math doesn't check out. But yeah, as you guys continue, not much further, it's like 15 more minutes as you guys see the path veer off into the woods. And as you follow the path, you guys step through the translucent dome where guards posted by the road. Just watching out, they were like in little guard huts, so watching the road, making sure that no trouble comes through this way. One of them nods to you, Harbin.
I nod back. Just taking this group to the destinations. My caravan was attacked by a raptor of some sort. It was one I
Oh.
didn't recognize, but I had a couple of them. No threat to
That's
me,
good.
but the other guards didn't make it.
They always did say. They've been saying there's some weird stuff happening around here. Glad you and your companions there made it out okay.
Yep, I just gotta get them, have their sentencing resumed, or finished, or whatever they have, really. The paper was eaten.
Oh, the criminals?
Oh, they were in the cage.
I seem to be traveling with you of their own free will. I don't know many criminals who would do that.
They probably just want to get it over and done with.
We're also in the middle of nowhere, so where else would we go?
Fair enough.
It is kind of funny seeing a bunch of armed criminals walk up to a town gate, pretty much.
Yeah.
They won't cause no problems. I got an eye on them.
This is where we're gonna have PvP in this next town, and none of you guys are gonna hit mid.
Oh, we're just gonna throw saves at them then.
I'll just outlast all of you.
Yeah, you guys, he looks at you guys like, well, as long as you vouch for them and you keep an eye on them.
Yeah.
And
I keep it on them all the time.
as your helmet covers your eyes. This is where we all find out later on that he has a one-side, like, helmet that he can see out of, but nobody sees in. Keeps his eyes safe.
I'm just imagining Soldier from TF2, like bucket helmet over his eyes.
Exactly.
Oh my, yeah, absolutely. That's Harbin.
With enough bullets, you don't need to aim.
Exactly. So you guys are traveling up the road. It's not much more than a minute or two, and you guys see what looks to be between two trees, vine growths that, like, almost make a doorway into this town. And as you guys step through, you guys see Verdant Haven. It stands as a sturdy yet welcoming edifice at the heart of the wood, embodying both the essence of camaraderie and the pursuit of mastery that defines the spirit of hunters. The entrance into the town leads to a square which, at the center, lies a still pool of water with a waterfall falling into it without so much of a ripple. Buildings throughout town are built into the trunks of huge ancient trees. Except for one you guys see, which has a blacksmith out front, hammering away at an anvil. He seems to be in the only stone building in the town. You see that there's many different types of hunters and handlers and other commoners of all sorts of race diversity, walking about, bartering over items, talking with guards, and setting up to go out on hunts. Up the hill, where the waterfall is coming from, there's 3 trees larger than the rest. And up the trees a little ways, you see a large building, which you can only assume is the guild hall. It's sitting supported by all 3 of them with stairs and lifts carved and built around the trunks, leading up to the entrance. And from this vantage point, you can see the translucent bubble much better around the village, with guards positioned around its perimeter, watching for monsters and other trouble.
So basically, this town is in a glass dome of some sort.
More like a
magic.
yeah,
Like a protective thing.
Magic bubble
Yes.
protection or some sorts.
basically. It's very similar to the one in Boulder's Gate that people have gotten there.
Oh yeah.
I haven't played the game.
Yeah, I haven't played the game in a little bit.
So it's I said it. I didn't say where or when. Just that it's there. But yes, you guys have now entered Verdant Haven.
Well, we must go see whoever's in charge here. Probably up on the hill. Port people are always up.
Overlooking all the peasants.
Does the Hunter's Hall have their symbol, the guild symbol on it?
I would assume so. Yes.
Belle recognizes it and she looks visibly angry and a little bit scared at the same time. She kind of instinctively puts on her icy armor.
Yes. You guys just see her frost over while looking up at the building.
Yeah.
Feeling a little cold there, eh? Ah well, it's warm here.
Yeah.
You'll thaw out soon.
And I think Elliot is a little taken back, like childhood memories coming flying back, seeing the guild sign, and many of the hunters and handlers, especially the handlers around, remember the stories told to him by his dad.
Arturo is he's a bit kind of fish out of water in this sort of place. There's a lot of hustle and bustle, and it's a lot of like greenery and like very very unusual to him at least. Well, he's already fairly quiet usually, but he's just kind of keeping to himself for the most part.
That's right. Arturo is from the desert, isn't he?
He's from literally the middle of nowhere, pretty much.
Wow.
Yeah, no. So, do you guys follow Harbin up the hill then?
Yes.
Leading the way.
Arturo doesn't have much of a choice.
I mean, you're not handcuffed or anything.
Yeah, I mean, he's not handcuffed, but also, if he just kind of slipped away, it put a target on his back, so.
Yeah.
He's smart enough to know better, at least.
I
don't know, that history says otherwise, Elliot. Elliot is smart, and look at that. Like,
Yeah.
you gotta be careful with intelligence. But yes, you were saying?
Yeah, I would like to look around to find any kind of sign of my order.
You don't see anything that could be connected to them, or at least that you visibly think is.
Yeah.
It seems that they are here, they are not out and about. Like, they're not showboating, which, from your memories, they, at least where they had symbols up. But maybe that's what led people against them, you don't know.
All right, let's talk to the people that arrested me. Or at least someone who's
Okay.
affiliated with them.
Yeah, you guys follow Harbin up the hill, and you guys see there's a lift at the bottom of the trees. A younger gentleman, probably like a mid-teens kind of age, looking, because he's an elf, looks out to you guys like, you're just in time. I was about to head up. You guys need a lift?
Yeah, kind. Thank you.
Oh, the pun.
It's completely unintentional.
Yes.
By me. It's probably completely intentional by him. So you guys get on the lift, and he pulls the lever, and you guys start ascending. The guild hall is probably a good 50 feet off the ground. So it takes a minute or two for the lift to get up.
A little strange for the guild hall to be up in the air. Weird architecture.
Yes, but you see, the building was here before the guild hall. Some rich fanatic tried to make a home out here, but it was too dangerous for them, and so he volunteered it to settle some debts with the guild. And it's just the best place. It gives them a good line of sight around over the other trees.
Good for spotting things.
Exactly. I don't know what. As you guys start settling up, the lift almost finishes, and as it does, he's like, "Well, I don't know what you guys are needing, but that was my last journey from my morning shift. I'm gonna go get some lunch. The guild hall has some nice meals there if you need."
I look forward to it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Well, off we march. Tarpon steps forward.
Arturo will follow behind. His stomach kind of lightly growling at the thought of actual good food, but he knows that there's a good chance he might not be able to get any, depending on the circumstances. But yeah.
Vale will look around at all the people that look exactly like the people that took her away from her luxurious life, and she's going to stay with the group. Just better stay with the devil that you know than the unknown one.
Exactly.
Yeah. Elliot's still a little happy. We're in the guild. Oh, fanboying.
Okay. So, you guys walk up to the large gates, and as you enter, you guys see a wide entrance that looks like it would have been like a hall that you would greet guests, but it looks like they built a receptionist desk there, and there's some doors offshooting to the side.
I guess I'll go up to a receptionist. I'll say, I was coming in with a prisoner transport. It got attacked by a raptor of some sort. The other guards that happened to have the documentation were, well, they were eaten. But I have the detainees with me, and hopefully we can get their sentences figured out and have them on their way. Free or otherwise. I don't know who to talk to about that, but
So the lady you're talking to is she's a human. She's probably in her mid-20s, and she said, "Oh well, I'm glad you guys made it out okay. My name is God, how do I do this to myself. Valerie,
What was that?
Valerie.
Ah, Valerie.
Can't spell Valerie, but it's Valerie. And well, hopefully we can get this all cleared up. You guys look like you've been through. If you don't mind me saying, you guys look a little worse for wear. Maybe why I send a notice to the person in charge. You guys stop by the canteen.
That sounds like a plan to me. I have been hungry. We didn't have much on the road.
Valkyrie.
Oh yeah, I understand that. Plus, they have some interesting dishes here. If you haven't tried them,
I do love some good food. New food is good food.
new food is good food.
Well, I'll have them all sit at the table with me, and then you can notify whoever needs notifying, I guess.
Of course, and it's right through that door. And she like points off to the side. So as you guys walk in, you see it's probably has several groups around this decent hall. Very much as the young gentleman said, it feels like somebody's expensive house that's been changed to purpose for the guild instead. You guys see what looks to be an entrance to a kitchen. There's a window there, and then there's several empty tables though that look large enough for you guys.
Well, I'll have the group sit down at the table, and I guess I'll order us food, since I don't really expect them to have any money.
Wait, they charge?
They
They do?
don't charge hunters.
Okay.
Open to hunters.
So Harbin, you walk up, and I think the window is just about at eye level for you. Like, you know, that about 3 feet off the ground level. I think right about there.
Right, I gotta hop up a little bit.
Is there any
Yeah.
kids seats in the canteen?
They don't have kids seats, but they do have stools of different heights because they do have different races that show up here. So it'd be extremely rude not to have seats of different heights for those when they do show up. So if you wanted to insult him by getting a kid's seat, there are stools that would fit.
No, I'll just
But
grab chairs from
You-
wherever.
yeah, there's pre-set up chairs at the table, and when you get up to the window, there is a little like almost like a chalkboard with the daily specials and such. It looks like some hunter brought in a Zen Ogre, so they have Zen Ogre steaks on the menu today.
Damn.
I'd say I have that before, so
Gonna make Harbin go bankrupt.
one for each of us. Probably.
Ooh, is an ogre.
Can't be much more than, what, 2 gold, maybe?
For everybody, maybe. We'll see how it goes.
Depends
No,
on
on the menu, there's something that I had. It was comfortable meals. Let me see. DM screen. I know I have you. Expenses. That's what I want. Yeah, no, that makes sense for 4 people. Yeah, 4 people, 2 gold. Yes, 5 counting the other dwarf. 2 gold probably makes enough sense for everybody's meals, and another gold for everybody to have drinks.
2 gold each, or
No, total.
okay.
So 3 gold.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll pay for that.
The cook nods and takes the money, puts it under the counter, and gives you one of those little cards for the table to like let them know that that's where they're going with it.
Little receipt with Harbin's name misspelled on
Oh, 100%. It's Hailband on the receipt.
Ah, excellent. Close enough. I walk back to the table, place the marker on the edge, kind of facing the kitchen, fiddle with it a bit just to make sure it's perfect. You know, want them to be able to see it correctly.
Exactly. While he was getting the food, what did you guys talk about at the table? If anything.
Talking with criminals.
I mean, it's definitely something that might come up.
You're all criminals here.
Yeah, exactly. Except Harbin. Harbin's an upstanding citizen.
I mean, I wouldn't say he's like upstanding, maybe downstanding.
I did nothing wrong. It's this people that took me. I'm a victim here.
This is where Arturo and Elliot also at the table. With Zell.
Yeah. I don't know how you guys are feeling, but it feels very nice here. Great to be back. Not that I have been here before, it's just starting, guild and stuff. Surrounded by hunters, handlers. It's a refreshing sight to see.
It is nice to at least get a decent meal before whatever comes ahead.
Yeah, a lot better for what they were serving on the route here. That stuff was just bland as can be. No even seasoning or any of that. What do these people think?
And I think it's at this point that Harbin would come back and put the thing on the table and fiddle with it.
Alright, that should do it. Maybe.
What's that?
That's a marker for our food. So they knew who to bring the food to.
Oh, just
Hey.
was that it?
They have Zinogre steaks today.
Ooh.
Have that before. Can't really say what a Zinogre is either, but,
Can I do a history check to recall what a Zinogre is?
Yeah, do normal people know what Zinogre is?
So, people might hear stories about it. Go ahead and give me history checks. Let's see.
Arturo definitely does not know what a Zinogre is.
I mean, there might be like fairy tales about.
Yeah, exactly.
Monsters, yeah.
That's why I was like, even if you don't know what it is, you might have heard stories about it that might be exaggerated. So go ahead and still give me a history.
Okay.
24.
Well, of course you would. You probably have read many a book about different monsters.
Yeah. Stories from his father.
15. Huh. Not bad.
once again,
And,
Street Nick.
Yeah. Harbin, have you seen a Zinogre? Do you want to leave it to a history?
Well, that's pretty unlikely, being that, I live in a
That's
town all the time.
fair. Let's just do a history about whether you've heard about them or not. Like, whether you know anything about them. Okay.
And they're a monster.
Yes, you know that they're a monster. You probably know the classification, but that's about it. Maybe, yeah, that's probably about it. For the 215s, Arturo, you said you did not know what it was, just rumors, right? Or was that?
Yeah, he'd probably, if anything, he'd probably know probably like vague stories or just like vague rumors of like people traveling that have said like something
Yeah,
about like a
exactly.
monster and like mountains or
You've
something like
heard you've heard stories about a wolf that descends from the mountains in thunderstorms and brings havoc with it. For you, Val, probably the same kind of stories. Well, but the same role, you guys probably both have heard that it seems to command thunder and lightning. So it arrives in the storm. Maybe it commands the storms itself, but it brings havoc where it goes. Elliot, you definitely have just read many a Monsterpedia, many a guild resource notes.
Yep,
Most likely during your studying for the
handler exam.
handler test, yeah. But unfortunately, you probably only studied the monsters you thought were cool, and that's
Yes. I mean, Zenogre is pretty cool.
I mean, it's no Mitsu, but
Arturo's idea, like before the food even comes, Arturo is like fully expecting the meat to probably just be like, probably what coyote or wolf meat would be like, very like, or whatever the equivalent in Monster Hunter
Yeah.
is, just like tough and probably very gamey.
Might be tingly.
yeah.
Even Peter.
What was that, Harbin?
It might be tingly.
I
Yeah.
assume the closest equivalent would be like something like a, I don't even know, maybe like a Genprey. Probably the closest thing you could equate to a coyote or
Yeah,
wolf.
no, 100%. Like I could imagine the preys being like coyotes.
Yeah.
I've never had coyote, but I have had many like bears and such. So I imagine it'd be similar to bears.
Yeah.
But you guys have a little bit before your meal gets here, Harbin. If you would like to interject, I'm sure you did not hear them talking before you walked over, but
Yeah.
This helmet gets in the way of hearing things.
Yeah, you might need to get that adjusted or something.
I'd like to.
No,
I'd like to think your helmet is just a -6 wisdom. That's all. Like that's why you're so bad at that.
Yeah, you said.
What? No, go ahead.
No, go. I was gonna say, just interject. Oh, you said Zenogre meat.
Yeah. I'm not quite
Oh.
sure about what it is. I know it's a beastie, but
Oh, it's referring to the fanged wyvern that controls over lightning storms through its symbiotic relationship with thunderbugs.
so you're saying this would be a shocking experience.
You see the smile from Ellie just frown.
Vale is going to look at you with disgust.
Seriously? It's not like this?
Harbin is pleased.
Even you had the ding.
That wasn't Harbin that did that.
Just happened.
Yeah.
Release the best points.
First, the best point was repelling when you need it. But yeah, it's a real nasty wolf creature. I don't think we could take it on unless we planned really, really well, which can.
With me in the way, it won't get past. Nothing
It's
gets past
kinda-
old Harbin.
Yeah, it just glances you up and down. You might be able to take a hit or two from it before it just destroys you.
I'm sure it wouldn't get past you. Mind you, it's very hard to tell if there's sarcasm in his voice or not.
Oh no, it would shred me to pieces. Maybe it's lightning will good to us before it does that.
Well, I am wearing a lot of metal.
Yeah, that lightning is going to be attracted right towards you. You're just going to be the bullseye of the
And
lightning.
as Harbin has a lance, the lance sits at the back of his back and points straight up. About
Li-
sneak in the
Listen,
air?
dwarves are always grounded. You know,
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
I got a
As we
built-in
know.
lightning rod right here.
yeah. That's gonna be a lightning rod.
See,
That
they don't
is
need
what
to
he
fear with me
said.
around.
Yeah. You'll also most likely hear it howling before you see it.
Well, if it's still howling while we eat it, that's a bad sign.
Oh no. I don't think the goat would even allow that.
And I think it's with that you guys see one of the Vate staff bringing a little car out that has your guys' meals on. It's you each get like a nice glistening steak, just a tinge with teal coloring, with some steamed vegetables beside it, like carrots and potatoes,
Ah, excellent.
and a glass of ale for each.
Oh, guild food. I miss
Arvin
this.
immediately digs in.
Arturo is gonna kind of grab whatever constitutes as a guild cafeteria fork or knife, like whatever constitutes as like a plastic knife in the Monster Hunter universe.
Oh, it's 100% a wooden spork.
It just kind of poke the meat a few times and ask this Zinogre, what kind of environment does it hail from?
Mountains, some forests. Like anywhere it can, where thunderbugs would live. Mostly. Why do you ask?
Just curious.
Okay. And you just see Elliot start to slobber in that meat.
Yeah. Arturo's just gonna do the most like pretty much just use his whatever spork to cut a chunk of meat and eat it. Even if he has a knife, he's probably just using a. Well, actually, he probably does have a hunting knife. So
It's very tender, and when you guys bite into it, it has a slight tangy taste to it. Almost like somebody seasoned it with a lot of citrus. There's a small jolt of flavor. Most likely in an attempt to mimic its electrical powers. Very satisfying though.
Oh yeah, that's the good stuff.
I don't have it much, but hunter food is always the best.
Yeah. Like the meal I made was half decent, but this is amazing.
it's better than the unseasoned meat and hearty vegetables Arturo is used to.
They don't give the best
Charred
food.
meat.
The prisoners and the guards themselves, when they're guarding the prisoners, don't tend to get the best food because, gruel is cheap. This costs 3 gold, believe it.
Yeah. But Belle, how do you think of it? Just look over to the Velcana born.
She's sitting straight and cutting the food into small pieces and eating them, and like she looks at you with like as if you were a savage, like devouring your food. And, like,
Yeah, absolutely. That is how it is for Elliot.
yeah.
Like, yes, how.
I just imagine Elliot asked that question with their mouth full.
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
definitely.
Like, what?
It's like savages.
Somehow Vel has like a full napkin set up on their lap, and then they've taken Harbin's napkin too, so that they can have one to wipe their mouth with too as they eat.
Couple candles on the table, you know.
Okay, I didn't need
Where'd
it at all.
that come from?
Ice candles.
Oh man, if you had dancing lights, then it would be like.
Quite the romantic setup there. Fancy. I do wonder though if they're gonna just show up here or call us in somewhere.
Call us in. This technically is a private matter.
So, as you guys progress with your meal, you guys finish both your meals and your drinks, full stomachs apiece. As Valerie comes in with a note for you, Harbin. She's like, yes, I have spoken to the guild masters, and they said they will see you now. It's, oh, just upstairs. She seems not to, I misspoke. She doesn't have a note, she just had that message for you. She's like, you can, head upstairs whenever you guys are finished with your meals.
Ah, excellent. More stairs.
Oh, more walking.
As you guys head back out to the main hall, you guys see this grand staircase behind Valerie's desk.
Well, up to it.
On the topic of more walking, at some point along the walk through the forest, Arturo probably picked up a tree branch somewhere and just started using it as a walking stick. Or a hiking stick or whatever.
Man.
God. But yeah, he probably still has it even inside the guild.
So you're an appreciator of long sticks.
It helps with the ankles.
Yeah, helps with a lot of things.
And it spreads the weight.
I wrap my knuckles on my lance.
So as you
Go
guys, go ahead.
Sorry.
Elliot? No, go ahead.
No. Sorry, I was just gonna make a comment, but no. Go on.
So as you guys are heading up the stairs, you guys see there's side paths of the stairs that curve off to different rings, but directly up at the top of the stairs there's a larger door, and as you get there, because this is the directions Valerie gave you, you guys open it up to what looks to be a private study of sorts, but it has been rearranged to house the main room for the guild master.
Hi ho, Guildmaster, you called for us?
Yes. Hold on, I'm just using GPT.
How many
Oh my
fingers does he
God.
have?
He's going to be a Rivarian. What's funny, I used ChatGPT to find a random person, and it came up with Valerie as the name, which is hilarious.
Again?
Oh my word.
Whoa.
But that's not who you have. Actually, no, he's not Rivarian. He's somebody of your level, Harbin. He is a dwarf behind the desk. And he looks out at you. He's like, greetings. You must be Harbin. We've received notice that you might be here.
Yes. Just checking in, bringing the prisoners along. Though we're the ones left.
Yes. Yes, I heard about that awful situation. You may call me Guildmaster Grimbold.
Of course, Guildmaster.
What you see ahead of you is a stout and weathered dwarf with a braided black beard that reaches down to his belt. He has a bald head that's adorned with various tattoos, each one showing what you can only assume is a significant kill or milestone over his long career. Hanging on the mannequin nearby him is intricately crafted suit of scale mail made from different monster parts. You see some different raptors in there. You think you see some Rathalos scarabs in there. And he has a large scar that covers his left cheek. He's like, now, not to sugarcoat it, Harbin. We have received communications from the post that sent you out here. They didn't mention prisoners. I assume your compatriots that didn't make it were supposed to fill us in on that.
Yeah,
Do
they
you
had
happen
the,
to...
They had the documentation, but they were rather chewed on.
Yeah.
That is
They had the
unfortunate
inner leg, you
news.
see.
Yeah, unfortunate news that about knowing the exact punishment and reasons for punishment. There's not much we can do here. I'm gonna have more than likely I'll have to put these prisoners on probation of sorts. Have them help out around the village.
That's always good to pay back.
You, on the other hand, unfortunately, it seems like your post had, they have replaced you and sent you this way. They, apparently something about sleeping on the job.
Nonsense.
Yeah.
I was always aware.
Elliot chuckles. Yeah.
I like to say you're always aware and you're like looking where you think he is and you're just like off by a little bit.
He's on your right.
I was just
Is that
resting my eyes a bit.
Arturo gives like a side eye to Harbin, not like a like a passive aggressive one, but kind of like vaguely smug.
He
So,
noticed none of this.
yeah. And he's like, so as it seems, unfortunately, you seem to be unemployed, so to speak.
Well, that's a shame.
But as we are on the frontier, we do have needs for all sorts of stuff. Maybe you and with you, we could maybe release them out of the town, and maybe you could pick up a couple hunts and become hunters around here. We have heard suspicious activities around. Of course, they won't be 4 hunters, that'd be only you, but you could extend some benefits to them as well.
Arturo is gonna step forward at the mention of like strange happenings and speak up. What kind of strange happenings? Because well, as you know, we were ambushed, but I believe what attacked us isn't quite ordinary, at least from my experience.
Yes.
Belle.
No, go ahead.
Belle, who she hasn't looked at Greenbolt to the eye until now. She will step up and say, "It was an abomination."
Was it this creature that attacked you? Was it wearing a metal band around its neck of some kind?
Yes.
It seemed like some sort of a mixture of multiple creatures, oddly enough.
Yeah.
I could recognize traits of a Gendrome in there, but it seemed to have other similar traits mixed in.
Yeah, yeah.
Not sure what it was, but it did not seem natural.
It was
Yeah.
wearing a fedora.
It was not legitimately wearing a fedora.
Yeah. If I might.
Hello, my
intrude-
baby. Hello, mama. Hello,
Yeah, and I might intrude again. Sorry, Guildmaster. But yeah, it did look like a hybrid between many bird prey, like they said, Gendrome, Gyodrome, some baggy Velocidrome species, all mixed together.
Yes, I was afraid of that. You see, we've heard reports of several monsters of various strength and size out here on the frontier. The only connecting force is they seem to be changed from the normal variety of monsters that we've heard, and they all have the same metal band around their necks. And those who have successfully slain them report back that there's not a body left behind.
Yes,
Yeah.
the remaining corpse. Well, it disintegrated upon its demise.
Yeah, that matches up to what we've gotten from reports. See, that is worrying because I feel somebody's behind this. There are too many not to be a pattern.
It very much seems to be man-made, or at least man-influenced in some regard. Well, whatever it is, I can say without a doubt that does not bode well.
No, I fully agree. That's why I was gonna have Harbin here take up residence here as a hunter, seeing how he has little else going on. And with your help, we don't have an abundance of hunters as of yet. We are still on the front line. But with your help, we should at least have enough for a full team, so to speak.
So you say we get to become official hunters?
You guys are on probation for whatever criminal deeds you guys have done. Harbin here was a century of
A town.
known, of, I guess it's not infamy. It's not quite. It's not quite famous either. He's been known around the town he was in, and he at least is an honest man, so we can trust him.
Never lied a day in my life.
I'd like to think that you unintentionally lied, but you just don't know about it.
So unofficial hunters. Semi-official hunters.
Like I said, probational. We'll see if it leads anywhere.
Good enough for me.
I have sent down to Valerie that you guys are to be provided lodging in one of the nearby structures.
Hey, that means I get free food here.
Yes, and as long as they're going on hunts with you, so do your companions here. Otherwise, unfortunately, we can't feed them if they're not helping.
Right. Gotta work to eat.
Seems
Yeah.
fair.
If it would not be rude to ask, why are you being so lenient with us?
Because this is, we are on the edge of the guild's influence. Not every time we send hunters out do they survive and come back. And if it's between sending out my tried and trusted hunters or some criminals that I don't know, well, the answer is clear.
Don't you worry. I always come back.
That is something that your old employer had mentioned.
No matter how
He
much
said
he
something
wishes
ab-
otherwise.
They said something about trying to drop you in an old crypt and you somehow returned a month later.
That was a good time.
Arturo's gonna kind of slightly grimace, but his kind of expression fades back to neutral. Kind of just. It irks him a bit that they're basically like using them as expendables in a sense, but he's not gonna say anything.
Yeah, same here.
You guys definitely, this guildmaster is at least being open with you guys. Like, he's not being malicious to you guys. It's very much a logical thing. He doesn't have enough hunters. you guys are indebted, so hunters you may become.
Pragmatism.
Arturo can see the logic in it. It's just to him, it just seems kind of like a bit. I don't know, but yeah. Sorry.
There's a chance, and he's just well, we're just expendable manpower.
I mean, to him, it's in a sense, it's at least better than what he was expecting. So he can't be too mad.
At least we don't have to sit and rot in a jail cell.
Aye.
Well, I will let you guys settle into your new rooms. I will have Valerie give you directions. And I'll send notice if we have any specific need for you. But in the meantime, you guys can always go on a hunt or two. Which, as a heads up, I do not have, so explore the town, please. Don't do that. I need to set up actual hunts for you guys and whatnot.
That's fine.
Paperwork will take a while, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, getting Harbin hunter status will take him a little bit.
Yeah,
That might even be a mini quest. That might even be a mini quest. Who knows?
It's gonna take 2 to 7 business days.
Exactly.
Oh, dude. Roll 1d6 plus 1.
But yes. So as you guys head out, you guys have the walk down the stairs to talk again before you get to Valerie.
So that's it. They pretty much send us out to, well, I wouldn't say our deaths, but it's, I presume it's at least better than what we could have gotten.
Yeah, we could have been executed or been sitting rotting in a jail cell for years to come. Basically, think of it as community service.
I mean, your sentences are effectively over now. Do a few quests, make the guild happy for you, and you're all good as free.
And you have no qualms, well, essentially being in business with criminals.
As far as I see it, you're not criminals now. You're on the way back to redemption. Or at least paying back.
Paying back our due to society.
Right. You shouldn't have any problems with that, right?
Arturo will just shrug.
Alright, let's see our rooms then.
And
If
it's
I had the guild or the guard.
yeah. I think down below you get to Valerie and she says the guildmaster sent notice that you guys were to be given rooms. There was it's not quite a barracks. It's more like a tavern for hunters. It's in a slightly smaller tree, just a little bit down the hill, right near the waterfall.
In a tree, huh?
Yes, most of the buildings here have been built into the tree. It's
I'm used to that. I'm used to living underground, you see.
Yeah.
Or at least
Yeah.
close to it.
Yeah. It's gonna
Yes,
be high rise.
Yeah, I can see that, but you see, we here at the Verdant Haven, we've learned that the trees are stronger than most buildings we can build here. Them being so ancient, so using a little bit of magic to kind of shape rather than carve or build has made building much easier. It saves a lot of time on the expansion when needed.
For like a mental sort of reference, how big are these trees exactly? Like, I assume
think
they're like
redwood.
kind of some
Yeah, I think redwood forest or slightly bigger. Like they could be
Damn.
massive.
like
Yep.
Jurassic Frontier type, like big.
Yeah, like they could be massive trees. Like
Trees. Okay.
enough that you can have rooms inside the box. Like if anybody has read Aragon, it's very similar to the one Elven village
Oh,
where
yeah,
they
yeah.
shape
The Elven
the
village.
houses. Yeah, thank you, man.
Yeah.
Damn leaf
Mm.
lovers.
I know things.
It's basically just the ancient forest tree
Yeah.
separated
Yeah.
into children's size.
Yeah. I thought it was a very nice idea for a village.
It is.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just get my obligatory dwarf grumbling out of the way.
Oh, for sure. Maybe you could be in a root cellar.
Ah,
Oh, Josh, dang
Put-
it!
Put Harbin in the wine cellar. He'll be at home there.
won't be a wine cellar for long.
It's gonna be a blacksmith, gym, whatever.
Well, if you-
dwarf.
If you remember, there is a blacksmith in the only stone building in the village. So there's that. But the instructions, like I said, send you down the hill a little bit, and I might try to make a map of this at some point. I'm not that great at those, but I'll try. You down the hill a little bit, and right before you hit the waterfall that leads to the still pool, you veer off to the side and you see a sign that says it says the name of the building, something tavern, or the, you know what, yeah, Root Cellar Tavern.
Oh no!
The dainty twig.
It's spelled with an S.
Yeah.
Root cellar. They only sell root beer.
Oh dear gosh.
Arturo's gonna, I guess, ask Harbin. We're back outside, correct?
Yes.
Arturo's gonna ask Harbin. What is with the large protective shell around this town? Seems a bit, unusual, no?
I mean, you gotta have some warning that something's coming. If you ain't got walls, you gotta have an alarm.
So
You throw a bunch of bodies in the way.
it's more of a alarm than it is a shield, or
As far as I'm aware.
Yeah, you guys would know because it went over the entrance too. You guys didn't have to go through it, but it definitely was translucent, and you could see that people could walk through it if they wanted to. It doesn't, like, it goes through trees and stuff, so it doesn't cut anything off. The main thing, Harbin, that you would know is it is alarm of sorts. It warns when things are too close to the village so that they can be seen and dealt with.
it's a no-fly zone, basically.
Yes, it's basically an alarm spell that's visible.
Okay. Well, I assume if you do live in Rathalos territory, it would be a good idea to have something to warn you of the fire coming to a tree village.
No one likes to wake up to a fireball.
You know, it happens way too often.
Shame that.
But you guys, as you guys enter, and Harbin gives the note Valerie gave him, like explaining the situation to the main tavern keeper. They nod, they reach underneath, and they grab 5 sets of keys, one for each of you guys, and each with like a generic room number. They're like, we will put names on the doors after you guys heal a week. We like to not add anything permanent until it seems people are permanent.
Right, I got you.
But your rooms are right up the stairs. And let me know if you guys need anything.
Will do.
So each of you guys have been given a generic hunter / village helper room. Comes with a bed, probably not a super fancy bed, but not quite straw mattress bed. Almost like futon level. You guys have built into the wall cabinets that don't have anything in them, and you guys have a built-in trying to think of the word wardrobe with nothing in them.
Like built into the wall?
Yes,
Oh, fancy!
like it's quite literally this room is shaped, not dug out.
Not stirred.
Yeah,
It's shaken, not stirred.
I said shaped mid. But it's very much, it looks like most of the architecture was almost like, it's a lot of rounded angles. Like, it's very much built by shaping it and whatnot instead of carving and digging out.
Also baby-proof. There's no sharp corners.
But it's not so much babies, it's just dwarfs. They run into things all the time, you know, eye level. Poke out eyes.
Think of the slivers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All burrows in the tree have to be removed so dwarves don't run headfirst into them.
Exactly, yeah.
You don't look up, you see.
I mean,
Oh,
Harbin doesn't really look anywhere with that helmet on.
yeah, man is blind as a mole.
Now I can think of as Harbin has these beautiful blue eyes a la fucking Gojo. But you guys just never. Yeah, you guys just never will see him though.
This helmet has many helmets under it.
Just Harbin, just under the visor, Harbin's face is like 3 shades white, like lighter than his.
Oh yeah.
That's showing.
Oh, absolutely.
So while he's in his room, Harbin takes off his armor and puts his weapon away. Harbin's gonna go take a bath.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There is most likely flowing water in the tree, but through nice magical means, there's probably been shaped pipes that go through the tree
Alright.
with different
Okay,
yeah, it's similar, and maybe it's filled with a decanter at the top. So there are tiny shower rooms in each room.
Oh, okay, so it's not like a bathhouse or something.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
we're not
it's
sharing the. It's not like a common room. It's
no. You guys are probably in the same like hallway, but not like not like a common room that leads out to everybody.
I get it.
Looks like hotel.
Or dormitory.
Yeah, kinda.
Arturo's gonna kind of meander off into his room and just kind of shut the door behind him. It's probably the first time he's at least had some level of the first time in a while he's been at least had time to himself or had any
Yeah.
sort of space to himself, not crammed in like a stuffy cart with a bunch of people he doesn't know and a sleeping dwarf.
Yeah. You say that like you knew the dwarf beforehand.
Probably knows that he's probably been traveling with the dwarf longer than he's been traveling with the other prisoners.
That's
Unless
fair.
some of them are the first, but yeah, he's
There is a window in every room too.
probably because it's also been an equally long time since he's had any chance to bathe. He will wash himself as well, but yeah, he will kind of like just think to himself like. Just kind of pondering like how like what's the catch, like he already knows that like they're gonna basically be sent out community service and like to hunt, but like he's still expecting some sort of catch for basically being let off scot-free in a sense, though free isn't really a good descriptor considering he's still not really all too free. He kind of has to do what he has to do now, but regardless.
Yeah, honestly, I think Elliot's just gonna faceplant into their bed, like, oh, such relief, like, and just stay there for a bit, like, wondrously thinking about all the excited journey they're gonna go on now. Dreaming of becoming a hunter for so long, and now it's a chance. May it be not the best way to become a hunter, but still an opportunity.
At least someone is happy here.
Yeah.
What does Val think of everything?
Yeah. You've been quiet, Val, for some time.
Zenma?
Okay. Oh, sorry, I didn't hear the last part.
Oh, they're just saying Vel's been quiet and like asking like what Vel thinks.
Yeah.
Of your room.
It's like, is this it?
Wow.
Really showing that nobility there.
All right.
Knob.
Where are the servants?
Wow. Oh wow.
And you look around and there's no servants or anything like that.
I will get my revenge on these people.
Alas, forced to live in squalor.
Yeah, now you know how we feel.
For everyone else, it's probably an upgrade.
Yes. But for you, it's like 2 tiers down. No, wait, 10 tiers down.
As you're, as Val is looking out her room, probably assuming with the door still open,
Yeah.
she'll see Harbin walk by, mostly wrapped in a towel, with his dirty clothes held in his arms to go get cleaned, and on his face, because it has no helmet now, there's a line across both eyes that's darker than the rest of the face.
Urban's got the trucker tan.
Wait, does he have Brock eyes?
He has a visor tan,
Oh.
just like raccoon eyes. It's a straight line.
Oh.
Does he have beautiful baby blues?
No, there's
Nah,
just
he
brown.
probably has like earthy toned eyes. I was making a joke, but
I see you're looking at these new, your new residents they've had. Swanky dubs, isn't it? Certainly better than my room was. Zenla.
Sorry, I'm having internet trouble. Can you repeat that, please?
It's fine.
Hold on. Let me just connect my Ethernet cable. Hold on.
Okay. Technical difficulties.
Please stand by.
oh, always.
Please stand by for reconnection.
All right, it should be better now.
Yes. Did you hear the part about the visor and him walking by?
Yeah, I heard that part.
Alright, swanky dubs are a place to live now, isn't it, Val? Certainly a lot better than my dorm room isn't, guard dormitory. I actually have my own bed now.
Of course, you're happy with this.
What's not to like? I bet we get paid more even now, too.
I envy you.
As one should. Life is great. Anyways, I'm gonna go do my laundry now. Ciao.
Ain't nothing gonna break.
Hobbit is just a really happy guy. Like, why are you guys trying to? Guys trying to.
Yeah.
Ignorance is bliss.
Yeah.
You know, just a little skip in his step.
He doesn't even notice the bad things around him.
This is
That's
the
why it's
Pyro
like-
from GF2.
That's why his life is so good.
That's what we have Elliot's high passive perception for. Elliot's the one that gets to have all those, like existential crises and stuff.
I
Dread.
don't have that high enough. I don't have that
Oh,
high.
sorry.
that's-
Was it?
Yeah.
Who's the one?
Otter.
Bell has-
Bell.
Bell
Because
has
we have a
19.
fit. Oh, do you?
Yeah, it has the feat.
Yes.
Gives her +5, and the new Gendrome shard. What is it? Hold on.
+1.
The Geodrome shard gives her a +1, so that's a +6.
Nice.
Yeah,
So what does that put you at?
19 passive perception.
You see everything.
Yep.
My passive is 10.
Mine is 15.
I'm 11.
Yeah, we have literally a 10, 11, 13, 15, 19.
Nothing will hide from me.
Fairly balanced, all things considered.
Oh, yeah. See what. So, is there anything else you guys... we could say you guys spend the day relaxing or getting to know your rooms, getting to know the town. Is there anything else you guys would like to look around the town, find out about the town, ask locals?
Well, considering Arturo has at least some level of freedom to roam, he's just gonna kind of, at some point, like unbeknownst to anyone else, he's just gonna kind of slip away and just kind of take a look around town. It's very hard to notice when he comes or goes, because he's kind of, even when he's like he's normally quiet, but he's like even quiet, like moving around or walking. It's not uncommon for him to just kind of say something and then you realize like he's just standing behind you.
Yeah. Almost roguelike without being a rogue.
Yeah. He's just one of those kind of people who are just like very, very like eerily quiet, without the eerily part. But yeah, he's just gonna, I guess, take a look around, take in the village, just kind of get his bearings, I guess, because this is all very new to him.
That's fair. What about other people?
Harbin is scoping out all the restaurants. If there are any.
There's one or two, but you notice the main place is the tavern that you guys are staying at in the guild hall.
Excellent. I don't have to travel far.
Alex gonna check out. Is there a guild researcher library or something?
There probably a portion of the guild hall was most likely a library, and it probably has been repurposed to suit the guild's needs. Though it is not fully furnished, being on the front lines like it is, and it is relegated mostly to people who have reasons to be there.
Elliot will take what he can get.
Nerd.
Hey. I gotta study hard.
Someone's got to know things.
Yeah.
Hey, he's effectively doing something that neither Team A or B did in Amelwin's games, which is study.
Your enemy.
Team A said, if you're in our way and don't move, you die.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
why Team B tried to go around them and talk to them sometimes.
Yeah.
Backfired.
I gotta study for my exams, which I have to retake.
Hey, it didn't backfire all the time. We got a Basarios to move. I cast tongues on it, I asked it to move, and it got up and moved.
Listen, can't go around it. You have to just ask it nicely to move.
Team A gave a Valstrax a mountain that Team B then had to go and kill the Valstrax because it was killing all the hunters that went to the mountain.
Very good. Team A also had a Dire Moralis that got in the way, and they went through the Dire Moralis.
I'm pretty sure Team B came across the corpse of that one. Yeah, no.
question: to slot materials into weapons and stuff, would we have to go to a smithy for that, or is that just
Yes,
something we
the blacksmith you would do. Though if you're proficient with smithing tools, you can try once, but typically blacksmith will get it done for free. It's part of guild services.
Arturo is probably not used to relying on others for that sort of stuff, so he'll probably, I guess, at some point just find a nice place to sit in that's kind of quiet and just see if he could fit the Gendrome shard into his second trinket. Would that just be a smithing tools check?
Yes. Do you remember what we roll against mid on that, or
It's up to the DM generally. There's no set stat.
would it be the carve DC then?
Probably.
Uh,
Is there a way to make it so there's like a query whenever, or
yeah? So on the front page you'll see, because that was Arturo. You should see at the bottom your smith tool, and when you click it,
Please.
you can. I don't know about setting it as a quarry, but what was that, Mid?
Be under your tool proficiencies. If you have the
Yeah.
proficiency, you can press the tab.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I can see. Tinker's tools. Okay. What ability modifier would it be? Intelligence or dexterity?
I think it would be your choice of intelligence or dexterity.
Okay, I'll use dexterity. Natural 20.
Nice.
Those
Yeah,
are
I
tickets,
think you-
so
Oh, sorry, that was
Nat 20 is a nat 20 though. That's above the
I
DC I
also
was gonna set.
Yeah, I also have Smith's tools. I just clicked Tinker's tools by accident.
So I do believe you do get it slotted in. It probably takes you the afternoon to get your pieces exactly how you want them, but you figured a way that they slot in. You know too that once they'll end, they don't typically get to be removed. They will be destroyed in the process.
Yeah. Let me just write that down so I don't forget.
Yeah.
So, Zell, is there some place you go, or do you stay in your room upset?
Val will put on a cloak
Val,
and get out of town and look for any temple or place of worship.
There's probably there's probably like a standardized church, cathedral type building.
one
It's
size fits all.
not, yeah, it's not huge, and it has at least small shrines inside to most, if not all, of the good deities. We are using the Faerun deities, by the way.
Oh.
Typically, like,
Yeah.
for you, I think we'll talk more about what other deity you believe in, unless you have an idea for your
What is
cleric.
What is in? I mean, she worships dragons in general.
Yes, so there is
is
the
that a-
good god Bahamut.
What is it? Yeah, Bahamut. That was the one I was thinking about.
Yeah, Bahamut is in there. And there's no shrines to evil gods in there. So there wouldn't be one for Tiamat, the other dragon god.
For Tiamat.
Hmm.
How
Hey,
many
I will.
pamphlets do
That's
they have?
yeah, exactly. There's just a whole bunch of different religious pamphlets on the table there. There's some for Tiamat. Some paladin came through town years ago and left them.
There's
all-
a trash can where they just threw all the Tiamat pamphlets in.
No, they don't want to insult Tiamat by throwing them away because gods are real, and you don't insult goddess.
True.
But they definitely don't have a shrine to her. You notice the pamphlets are definitely handwritten and drawn. Some paladin came through town years ago and brought them with him.
Do the if I take a look at the pamphlet, does it have any symbols that I recognize?
Uh,
Besides Tiamat?
I do think that on one of the random pages there might be, but there's nothing talking about the symbol. It's almost like the symbol was used in place of an eye. Like it probably in place of a dot. So most people wouldn't know what it was.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, Vale entering the temple, she will look for Bahamut's and for Bahamut's area, and she will say like, "Ah, this will suffice," and she will prepare a little oh god, I forgot the name.
Shrine.
Little ritual. Just
Ceremony?
yeah, turn some candles. Um, incense. That's the name in English.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
Incense.
yeah. But burn some incense and just pray in silence.
Praise the sun.
A
Praise the
little
dragon.
a small frozen tear comes from her eye. And that be there. She'll be doing that for a couple, I don't know, like a hour, more or less.
Okay.
Pray the squalor away.
Okay. So, is anybody else doing anything?
I think that's everything.
Honestly, after Elliot has scoped through the library and see there's nothing currently he has on, he is going to head to the smithy because he wants to get his trinket made.
Okay. You go there. There's you see a bronze dragonborn working the anvil there.
Ooh.
Yeah, I told you this sounds diverse. We have dragonborn,
Yeah.
we have barbarians, elves, humans, dwarves.
I mean, rare to see a dragonborn, like especially a regular dragonborn.
Dwarf singular. That's only the guildmaster.
Yeah, no, there's two now. There's Hobbin and the
The
Druid.
town ain't big enough for the two of us.
The town tripled in dwarf population overnight.
Maybe that's why he's sending us out to the wilderness. This town is
Especially
What,
not, what's his name?
especially not 3.
Asdok.
Yeah, Asdok. Yeah. But yeah, there's like I said, a bronze dragonborn working the anvil.
Good
He
day.
turns and sees you. You see, he has a powerful build, a blacksmith's build. His metallic bronze scales shimmer in the forge light. His eyes are like a bright, piercing blue, and his horns curve gracefully back from his forehead. He has a heavy leather apron that has seen its fair share of sparks and soot, and his hands are callous and strong, so that he's been doing this for a while.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if he had a hammer for a hand,
Yeah, no. Greetings. Newcomer to town, I see. Welcome. What can I do?
Yeah. I was hoping to get some material slotted in.
Not a problem. My name's Drakar Forge Flame.
Drakar Forge Plane?
Drakar.
Drakar Forge Flame.
I mean, he chose a pretty good profession for his last name.
He's from a family of Forged Flames. It's a family tradition. Except for his brother, he's an accountant, but we don't talk about him.
Draka Forge Flame. Okay.
But I should be able to get that slotted in real quick.
Yep. It is the look inventory. Grape baggy Pell into a trinket.
Yep, he takes the trinket from you and he takes the pot and he starts hammering away at it while you watch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, quick question. I
Yes.
forgot. How is it with trinket? How do trinkets work again when you have a material
So,
that has both an armor and a weapon effect?
You
Isn't
pick
it?
one when it gets put in.
Okay,
And that's
then
it.
it's an action. It's an action to switch from one trinket to another, correct?
Bonus
Is it
action.
Okay, bonus action.
You have
Okay,
two trinkets attuned, and it's bonus action to swap between them.
I will say I put the armor effect for the Gendrum shard, the Thunderwave one.
Not a problem. I do have, like I said, I believe I set up stuff for all of you guys to add that to your weapons bios.
Oh, okay. Let me yeah, I'll copy that down. Will.
Yep. Okay.
So that should be nice and easy for you guys to add what you have for what weapons on there to keep track for yourself and whatnot.
Yeah, I just have it in a Discord channel, my personal server, but that also works.
No, that too as well. Like I just have it that way I can see what you guys have as well if I need to.
How do I edit the bio?
So you just hit edit weapon, and then when you're hovering over the bio, you'll see the top right. There's the edit.
Okay, I see slot 1. Oh, okay, I can just go down to that. Okay, thank you.
Not a problem. So I think with you getting that, he hands it back to you. He's like, "Hope to see you more around town. Try not to get lost on one of them hunts."
Yeah, I'm gonna be staying here a while, not gonna lie. Gotta repay my debt to society.
Or are you the one that went there to the blacksmith, or was that somebody else?
Me?
Who's at the blacksmith at the moment?
I am.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Making sure. He's like, oh, that's a good thing to do. Should always repay debts.
Yeah.
Be seeing you around then.
Yeah. See you around, Mr. Forge Flame.
He nods as you leave. And with that, I think I think it's a little bit shorter, but I think this is a nice point to stop with you guys getting settled in. And I have some XP to divvy out to you guys.
It's fine to me.
Because some of you guys have finished goals. Because I gave some of you guys easy goals, and some of you guys have given me easy goals. And you have worked towards some goals. So... I need one more, I believe. Yeah. So... You guys... And how I decided, upon thinking of my XP rules, that it's going to be... I give you guys the XP, but it's shared between all of you guys. So I give you guys XP based on everybody proceeding towards their goals. And it's the XP you guys get. And we'll see how this goes.
I feel that would work pretty well because
That way you guys aren't unbalanced in levels. And if somebody misses, they're not screwed.
Yeah, and if it ends up like you could just make it so we get less XP, but all our
Yeah, I
XP
can.
is shared, maybe.
So I'm aiming a little bit down. Some of these would be personal. So how it was gonna go is I give it a rating, like a encounter difficulty, based on how hard or easy your goal is, and then you get one person's XP amount for that amount. I still have that XP, but everybody shares it, so we'll see how that goes. And I'm fine with lower levels going faster and higher levels going slower. And for those of you who are working on goals but haven't succeeded, you get 5 times your level of XP. So, you guys get 285 XP.
Ooh. No, wait, to divvy between everyone?
No, well, see, that's what I'm trying to
Much?
think.
Ah.
Because at level 3, that's not too much.
How
And
much
between
experience
2
we have?
sessions, I think that's fine. You're 900 at level 3.
And level 4, that is
27.
2700. Okay.
Yeah, so I feel like 285 is not a bad amount for you guys at this point to add on.
Yeah. No, it's not. So it's-
About a fifth of the level.
Yeah. And for a difficult fight like last session was for some of you, and
Not Harvin.
yeah, and exploring and actually trying to do goals. Like I said, I would like goals from people, but that way, like I said, I gave some easy goals to people, like Cool Fire. I gave you find shelter because I knew you guys would have shelter here. It's just something nice and easy. The rest of you guys have picked out goals that you guys work towards, like trying to find out about the Alpha Drone.
Yeah.
So
Give us,
I
like, a
gave you,
goals page or something.
yeah.
Each.
Well, I have it. I'll set one up in Discord for you guys or in the game, or probably Discord. I'll put it in Discord. That way, you guys could talk about goals specifically if you want. Any personal, like private goals you don't want people to know, you can still DM me about. And I think that should do it. We're about 15 minutes before I would normally end, but I think this is a nice point so I can set up stuff for you guys to do next time.
Okay. It was fun. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope you guys liked Verdant Haven.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Very nice.
One question about our
Yes.
future missions. Are we going to choose from different missions, or are we going to get one at a time?
So maybe at the start you might get one at a time, but in the future you will choose, and sometimes you might be on like a journey for not quite a hunt, but given permission to hunt while you're on this journey kind of thing. Because that happened to me and Mid in all games. And that might work to for some time, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Because I need to do some hunts to let you guys get some monster parts and whatnot. And again, in the gold channel, you guys can like kind of say monsters you might want to see, and I can make hunts specifically around them.
Ooh.
Okay.
At least that way I have an idea.
Okay. What is like the sort of general area we were in? I know we're mostly in.
So
forest,
you're
but
you're mostly forest, but you're close enough to like grasslands and little mountains that you can go there. And if you journey for a little while, you could probably get to the other climates.
okay. So it's basically like. Yeah. Okay. I get it.
Think actual Verdant Hills here.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say.
Like that was a complete coincidence with the name Verdant Haven, but it's something along those lines.
Ugh.
But yeah, I will try to write up some more information about the Verdant Haven and make sure you guys can see it. That way you guys I can at least put the information that I have thought up and whatnot, so that I don't lose it.
Yeah.
Right.
Because there was a lot of off the brain stuff today, as you can probably tell.
Yeah, like
It
the
worked out
named
well.
characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, the named characters, 100%.
Yeah. Like the one thing we can do to you as a GM is just what's their name?
Describe this character to detail.
But luckily you guys didn't do that. I did that to myself, so.
Yeah, we survived another day.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna end it here. Stream. I will see you guys. We'll probably be live again in another 2 weeks, depending on timing and whatnot. Maybe a week. I like the 2 weeks because it gives me time to plan. This is my first actual homebrew, not a module, so I can't just do nothing and just go live.
Okay.
Modules I can legitimately not read ahead and be perfectly fine. This I can't do that. I have to do a little bit of planning, so we'll probably be live in about 2 weeks' time. That gives us all a good amount of time to write new goals too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Here's our list of 72 goals for next week.
and with that, I'm ending stream.